Hello friends, my name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing the end of the year book tag. Now, every year this always happens, but somehow I feel like it was just 2018, now it's 2019, now we're going to 2020, probably the coolest year of our lives because it's 2020, that's just epic. But yeah, we're gonna start off our reading year, or a little bit before our reading year, with this tag to kind of outline a couple of things I want before 2020 starts and also what I'm looking forward to in 2020 as well. The person who created this tag is Ariel Bichette. I hope that's her last name, how you pronounce it, but I will link her video down below if you're interested in checking it out. So yeah, that's what we're doing today, and so without further ado, let's just jump on into the tag. Question 1, are there any books you started this year that you still have to finish? Yes. So this is my current read right now that I have been reading since August and it's now November. This is actually like a good story. Like, it's not bad. I'm enjoying reading it. I started reading this book as like a break book because I was annotating like a whole bunch of different things, and this one was kind of just my one to read for fun, even though they're all for fun, but I liked it. And then school started and I started reading less, and then this book fell less as a priority because I wanted to read other things and other new releases. However, 2019 is not ending until I finish this book, and so that's happening. It's legally not allowed to be the next year until this happens, so we'll see how that goes. Do you have an autumn book to transition into the end of the year? Not really. I have a couple things I want to read for the rest of the year, but there's nothing that I've been like, I have to read this because it's fall. Like, nothing really has stuck out for me like that. I will say though, for the holiday season, up here, Harry Potter is definitely something I want to get to, because whenever you hear people describe Harry Potter, they always say like it's magical. And what's the most magical time of the year? The holiday season.
Happy holiday to you.
But yeah, nothing really for autumn. Honestly, I just want to finish my TBR for the year, and that's about that. Is there a new release you're still waiting for? Yes. Okay, so I read The Cruel Prince over the summer, and I still have to read The Wicked King, but The Queen of Nothing comes out in just a couple weeks, and so I'm really excited for that, even though I haven't read the second book yet, but I already know it's gonna be amazing. The last book for Renegades, Supernova, just came out too. I mean, I still have to read the second book for that, and I think that's it for the end of the year. Those two though, I am excited to read. Hopefully I get to them because I want to make videos on them, but like, stay tuned for that because I feel like they're gonna be pretty solid books. Question 4, what are 3 books you still want to read by the end of the year? Now this is where the list gets long. Now I'm gonna count these ones as like honorable mentions because I just mentioned them literally 5 seconds ago, but we have The Wicked King by Holly Black and Arch Enemies by Marissa Myers. Now these 2 books I really want to read because I want to get to the finales of these trilogies because they're just so good. So for Renegades, I know you can't see the cover, but this is the second book. I liked Renegades a lot. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was a solid read and I would recommend it if the synopsis is something you would like. I did find it a little bit long, but it was good nonetheless. And so I'm definitely interested in reading the second book. I think I got like 50 pages in or so, but like I still gotta get to the third book. And then The Wicked King is something I definitely really want to read because I gave The Cruel Prince 4.5 stars, almost really close to a 5. Honestly, I don't even know why I didn't because it was amazing. I really want to read this because Jude Duarte is amazing, okay? I love the conflicts we see, and I want to see if there's actually a relationship develops between 2 characters that are the main characters that the series is kind of titled around, but like, who knows what will happen. These books I really want to read because they are some great story continuing on to other books, and I want to read the finales, and I'm so excited. For my actual 3 books that I want to read 100 Days of Sunlight by Abby Emmons. She is a AuthorTube channel here on YouTube, and this is her book that she published, and I'm super excited to read it. She's super smart. I love her videos, and her book actually I feel like is gonna be really good, and I want to see if I'm gonna like it because she makes all these videos on writing, and I feel I have a good opinion on what classifies a book as a good book, at least in my opinion, so I'm interested to see if her book's gonna be like as good as I believe it's gonna be. And also this cover's like really pretty, and like she's also great, so like I can't wait to read this. My second book I really want to read is Sorcery of Thorns. This book I wanted to read ever since Kat from Paperback Dreams recommended it, but I never really wanted to buy it because I just had so many other things that I had to read this year, but then my friend got it for me as a late birthday gift, and so I'm really excited because I've been wanting to read this because I've heard a lot of good things on it. It's like one of the top choices from Indigo for best books of the year too, and so this book has gotten so much hype. It's loved by so many, and honestly I haven't heard many negative things about it. I believe she's also a debut author with this book, and so that's just like super awesome too, and so like I'm really excited to read this book. I don't know much about what it's about. I think there's a magical library, and that's really all I know, but I'm excited to read because that alone sounds amazing. Lastly on my list of 3 books I want to read is Shadow Frost by Coco Ma. Everyone want to read this because I actually live close to where she's gonna be doing a signing, which is in Toronto on November 22nd. I have plans to go and I'm really excited, but obviously I want to like read the book first before I go. And something that really caught my eye about why I want to read this book is not only is she doing a signing and not only like I'm sure this book is gonna be great, but the fact that she is currently 19 years old and like finished writing the book around 15, 16 years old, which I find absolutely crazy. And so if I read this and actually find this book like really good, I'm gonna be blown away. Like a person at the age of 15, 16 years old can like write an actually published novel. Actually crazy. And it's in like a magical fantasy world where there's like a princess main character, like love interests too, but like there's a dragon, and I'm so excited to figure out how it all connects and hopefully love this book. Question 5 is, do you think there's a book that could still shock you and become a favorite by the end of the year? 100% yes. Going back to the Renegades trilogy, my friend Rachel has let me borrow her books, so this is actually hers, and I borrowed her Renegade one, and she's gonna let me borrow her Supernova one as well. But she has told me that Renegades is like the weakest of the trilogy, and I think her ratings for them was like 4.45 if I want to say, but she definitely liked Arch Enemies more than Renegades, and so I have a feeling that if she believes that, I'm also gonna believe that as well, because we have relatively similar tastes when it comes to books, more or less. And so she's really hyped up with this book, and she just told me Supernova was absolutely amazing. She like already finished it in like a day, a night, and so I really want to read it and love it. And I feel like there's something that's I'm waiting to happen, and I feel like that's gonna happen in this book or the next one. So if I read those in time for the end of the year, I definitely think that one could be like one that shocks me. I'm not sure if it's gonna be a favorite, but like we'll get to one of those. I definitely also think The Wicked King by Holly Black could become a favorite and completely shock me, because The Cruel Prince is now one of my favorites and it completely shocked me as well. I have no doubt that The Wicked King will do the same. Again, my friend Rachel recommended me this series too. I like listened to the book and audiobook and bought this one myself, but she said that The Wicked King was even stronger than The Cruel Prince, and The Cruel Prince was so good. So good. And so I'm really excited to read this. If this does not shock me and does not become a favorite, then I'll be surprised. And the last question, question number 6, is do you have any reading plans for 2020? As of this point, no. I want to finish all the books that I've mentioned so far, probably in 2019, or at least a few of them. Some of them like could wait a while, but like I want to read all of them. I actually want to read 10 books before the year is over, because my Goodreads reading goal was 50 books and I'm currently at 40, and so I really want to hit that number because I have to restart in January, and then it's like, why did I make the goal in the first place? I actually don't have any reading plans now that I can really think about it. Like there's nothing that I'm screaming out about other than like new releases and that kind of thing. The 6th book for the School for Good and Evil, the last one, comes out in June, so I'm really excited and want to read that. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is the prequel Hunger Games book, comes out in May, I want to say. Somewhere around there, but I want to read that. Marie Lu, I believe, has 2 books coming next year. One, The Kingdom of Bat, coming out in March, and another one I'm not sure, but I think it's coming out sometime soon. But other than like new releases, I don't really have any specific books like on my shelves right now that I have like any solid plans with. But if you have any ideas of what I should read, definitely comment them down below and let me know. And yeah, I know this was kind of a shorter video today, but I wanted to do this end of the year book tag because I've seen it kind of floating around and I wanted to jump in on this as well. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Again, as I said, if there's any books that I should read for 2020 and start making any plans that way. Or if you've read any of the books I've mentioned in this video, be sure to let me know your thoughts on them, if you like them, if you didn't, and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today's video. I will see you guys very soon with a new one. So until then, bye.